did tease last week.
I did.
That you were going to tell us a little bit more. Now, you told us the other week, or last week in our show, and it was hot, that you had had sex with one of your hot female friends and her boyfriend, or your boyfriend.
My boyfriend.
And then you said that y'all also got together and double-teamed another guy. What was that like? Well, actually, how long in between was it two?
Maybe like a couple of months.
Couple of months. Were y'all messing around with each other before then? Like
we would
those
like
2
get
months?
drunk and make out every now and again. You know, like drunk girl make out at like at bars. Or whatever.
I don't hang out with chicks, so I don't know.
Would say, I bet you most girls out there have made out with another chick when they were drunk at some point.
Please call in and tell these stories.
No, I swear,
Jacob
every female that I know has made out with another chick.
I would believe that, but I don't get to see that often. There have been a couple of times in my life where I've seen chicks just get crazy, but you would just every time you got drunk, y'all would just start making out when you
Not
first
every time.
Well,
no.
I mean a lot, kind of a lot though. Kind of a lot.
Maybe a couple times.
How does it? It always blows my mind because I guess it's just that I'm a straight guy. I never get together with my friends and consider us ever making. I would just think that of every straight person, how do chicks go about from hanging out, doing each other's makeup, topless pillow fighting, whatever normal chicks do, into like going into making out?
You know what it is? I think that women are just very. I think in general they're more sexually aware of themselves than men are, as far as like understanding. Maybe not being as horny,
so who
but
initiates
understanding.
it?
I mean, it could be either person, but you just get drunk and like you
How
joke
did yours
about.
go? Who initiated it? Did
It
you?
was-
You
no,
did.
no,
That's why you're being
no.
hesitant. Jayne is the
It
freak of the
was-
bunch.
No, it would go. It would go both ways. I think that women just.
How did
they
it
find
start
other
out the
women-
very first time? I know you remember. Who took the move, and what were y'all drinking wine?
We were at a bar. We were outside waiting for someone to come get us. Can't remember.
Say it
we were just
slower.
like really drunk and like kind of leaning against a brick wall. And I think she was like playing, like tossing my hair around, playing with my hair or something.
Yeah.
And then we just kind of like leaned in, and it just happened.
No shit. Like
Yeah.
y'all got the feeling, like, because I know the
Yeah.
feeling with a guy and a girl. You're like, oh shit, I think I should kiss her, and you got that same
It
feeling.
was like that, but it was also kind of that wild party, drunk woohoo girl kind of moment going on.
Where are all those woohoo girls when I was partying? I got around a bunch of prudes that didn't want me nowhere in their scene. I think I was just hanging out with all straight lesbians.
Maybe.
Do you think that now, just a hypothetical, if you could never get a dude again, do you think you could satisfy yourself just living on women?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so hot. So hot.
Okay, listen.
Well, apparently your
here's my
dude's
thing.
not doing you right then.
No, here's my thing. I could never be in a relationship with a woman because I think to be truly bisexual, you have to want to be romantically involved with a woman. My interest in women stops like outside of friendship, like sexually. Like I would be interested in being with women sexually, but I would never want to be in a relationship with one.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel a romantic pull to women. I feel a sexual pull to women, but I don't feel a romantic one at all.
Wow, see, I'm completely... Well, I guess I'm the same way. I don't feel a romantic pull towards women. I just feel a sexual pull towards them. I see where you're coming from completely.
And a lot of women, I think, they say that instances of bi-curiosity and bisexuality are more common in women because we just... Look, women are gorgeous.
Yeah.
And if I see a really hot woman walking down the street, I want to see her naked.
Do you really?
Yeah, not always, but sometimes.
That is fucking hot. Don't you think? Isn't that fucking...
A lot of women watch lesbian porn.
See, but like...
Take that off because it's very sexy and...
What if, like, say, you're with a chick that's less hot than you, though, right? Like, say a chick has worse boobs than you. Is that bad? Because you're like, I got my own tits. I can play with these.
Not at all, because it's something about, like, the whole package that's being sexy,
Yeah.
not just each individual characteristic. You know what I
So
mean?
how many different women have you fooled around with?
When you say fooled around, do you mean made out with or did more than make out with?
Both. Make out and then...
Make out, probably, like, 10?
God dang. And full on?
Full on, maybe, like, 5.
Holy
That's hot.
When the first time you ever met Jayne and she was all in her little dress with her hair pulled back, looking all conservative, would you have ever guessed
Absolutely
that
not.
we'd be talking about lesbianism?
Absolutely not.
Aren't you so glad?
Oh, how far we've come.
Aren't you so glad I was like, welcome Jayne to the group. She's going to be the co-host. It has made these shows a hell of a lot better,
Look,
my
I'm
friends.
just a sexually very free and open person, and I don't see anything wrong with it, and I would never judge another person, and so I would
Yeah.
expect the same. I'm sure people are judging, and that's fine, but
So,
some people are good fuckers and some aren't.
So
That's true.
For the most part, out of the people you made out with, are you more likely to instigate something? Is it a mutual thing, or are they more likely to instigate something?
Back then, I would have said me. Now, I would say, because I'm in a relationship and I haven't.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
Were you like a tomboy at any point?
When I was a kid?
Yeah.
In a way, yes. I was
Could you
like,
have gone straight lesbian at some point
No,
and then
no.
forced yourself back into dudes?
No. I could never. I love men too much, sexually and romantically, to ever have said, no, I'm not going to be with a guy, ever.
Do you ever get a craving for a woman?
Sometimes, yeah.
And what do you do?
There's something very sensual and like soft and pretty and erotic about like two women being together. That is not that it's not sensual and like erotic with a guy, but it's not the same type of sensuality. Do you know what I mean?
If you were to masturbate to straight sex, like a man and a woman, who would you be masturbating to, the woman or the man?
Well, I think it'd be more the act of sex.
The penetration?
Right, the act of sex. But like
If you were to stare-
I watch lesbian porn sometimes. Because
You're a
it
lesbian.
turns me.
I've gotten to the bottom of it, gentlemen. I've gotten to the bottom of
I'm
it.
not a lesbian.
Jayne is a lesbian.
I am not
everyone.
interested in dating women at all.
Jordan, you might want to get her DNA check because, as the Republicans say, it's in your blood to be gay, right?
I think women are super hot.
You can tell them what.
I think women are super hot.
Well,
I'm trying to keep my cool right now because my head and my vagina are about to explode.
I definitely agree with your theory that women are hot. I cannot disagree whatsoever. But
aesthetically, they're more pleasing than
absolutely.
guys.
But as we were discussing off the air earlier, I told you that a vagina can be way more disgusting than a penis when it comes to STDs. A gross vagina.
Or aesthetics, you mean?
Well, like having an STD,
yeah,
a vagina with an STD is far more gross. Like I'll vomit over a pus-filled vagina rather than just sore on a penis head. You know?
Okay.
Like there are some very disgusting vaginas, as we were talking about earlier.
We just took a tumble in this conversation.
I'm sorry to take us out of that sexy room. So, anyways, back earlier, we were talking about y'all initiated between him, her boyfriend, because you did it with your boyfriend before.
Right.
So what caused y'all to wait that long? Was it just like
It
wasn't a big
not
deal?
Something that you can force. You can't be like, okay, we're gonna have a threesome at 6:00 on Sunday night.
But did you girls plan it behind his back? You don't just spring that up on a guy, right?
We had talked about it because she was like, oh man, my boyfriend would love this, and I'm like, well, yeah,
Well,
my boyfriend wouldn't, right? That's all my responsibility, of course, whatever.
Yeah.
And we had just like jokes about it a couple times, and then one night we just got really fucked up, really fucked up, and we were like,
had y'all even mentioned
let's
it to him?
do this. No.
And
it was like the world's best surprise, obviously.
Obviously, you chicks were the world's best tag team I've ever heard of. Have you were you even attracted to the guy, or was it?
Yeah, he was good looking.
So did she?
And we were friends. We were all good friends. Like,
so
we
you
were all
did stuff
friends.
to him, right? Was
Yeah.
he able to go full
Yeah,
around the world?
We were he and I had sex while she was like, do it good, blah, blah, blah.
That is so hot. It's so fucking hot.
Okay, I can't say anymore. I'm starting to blush over here now.
Holy shit. Maybe I shouldn't react in such a way, but I can't stop myself. Jacob had to go to the fucking closet and cool himself off. Don't spill any semen on the floor.
We were all good friends, so it was
It sounds like y'all were the best of friends.
It was a safe environment in which to experiment with our sexuality, and we did, and then we moved on, and we didn't do any...
Are you still friends with this chick?
Yes. We're still good friends.
Jordan should be like, hey, let's go ahead and bring her around more often because I would love to get y'all two trashed.
He doesn't want to.
So you would be interested if he was interested?
Here's the thing. Those relationships in the past were not like, oh, I'm in love, we're going to be together forever relationships. And so when you talk about introducing someone else sexually, it's not as big of a deal. But now that I'm like in a serious relationship, and it's different to think about being with
we
someone
get all
else.
that. We get all that. But he said, I don't want to have sex with two women.
He said it would be something that he would be open to exploring after we'd been together for much longer and more comfortable in that scenario.
Okay, Jacob. Day one, Jayne comes to you, your girlfriend and boyfriend, and she has a history of messing around with other women and says, hey, that's not a possibility, or that's a possibility. Are you pitching that a lot, or are you saying, oh, me and Jayne are so tight, I don't want to have anything ruin that? As a guy, what's going through your head? Protecting the relationship or having sex with two women?
The Locker Room is live Tuesday and Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 3:30 p.m. Pacific. Catch up on all the shows at lockerroomshow.com and also on iTunes at The Locker Room. Radio changes now.